How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Mojo Grip. You know I had to stop by to check out the new Fury from Piper. This is the M class that will replace the M600. Stay tuned, we're going to check out the M700 Fury. Piper teased us with this aircraft not too long ago. I'm not the biggest fan of this color combination. It does look fresh, but guys, this is the M700, the step up from the M600. Now you look at it, just on first glance, you're not seeing any difference, but there's actually quite a few differences with this airplane. The first being the power plant. So with the M700 as compared to the M600, you get a bigger engine. So you get the Pratt Whitney PT. Actually, let me get the exact model. See right there, Pratt Whitney PT6A-52. So what you get with this engine is 100 more horsepower. Now keep in mind that these planes, you generally have to dial back the power. The actual power output for this engine is a lot more than 700 horsepower. But you do get 100 more horsepower with this engine, which allows you, get this, to cruise faster, okay? But you're also economical with that cruise. The new M700 would take you past the 300 knots speed mark. Now you can compete with the TBMs of the world. But right now you see a few people trying to get in, but I want to show you that interior because there's some changes in the inside as well. While I'm out here, I'm just gonna run some numbers at you instead of waiting till the end of the video. So if you recall the M600, which we checked out on Mojo Grip before, if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna leave it right up here. That plane, you're cruising at 250 knots. That's it. You can't go further. So with this new model, you have 50 knots more speed. That's nothing to sneeze at. The downside of getting more speed, though, is that you do lose some useful load with this plane because the engine is heavier. But while I'm going around it here, I'm gonna go and show you the interior of the M700. So here we are stepping in the new M700. Again, you can see the color combination here. The brown leather goes all the way in. This is a nicely carpeted interior, and not much has changed about this cockpit except for the avionics. So you do have some new upgrades with the G3000, which I think is one of the coolest things, because normally when you hear the G3000, you see it in several other planes, including the Honda Jet. But what's really cool about the G3000 is you can modify and change things with the particular aircraft. And I mean, you have glass for days. You've got 3 screens here, and then you have another 2 touch pads. And as you know, your M series comes with the standard yokes. Okay, rudder pedals there. One thing I will say that I'm not loving about this plane is, again, you only have one door in. With the TBM, for example, you do have the option to have a door on the pilot side, but that's very minute because a lot of planes in this class, you generally come through the back. Which, by the way, let me show you this back interior here. So I'm gonna take a seat. As usual, you have your normal seating face to face, and again, hold on, you do have your baggage area back here. Here's where the M700 or the M600, whichever M series you want to think about, I think Piper has done a great job in improving this line. Particularly, you know, you had the M5 or the Meridian to begin with, and then now you have the M500 and then the M600, which they improved significantly in my opinion. But again, even that wasn't really competing with other turbine or turboprops in the market, right? And detail-wise, you're not getting anything significantly new or different in the interior of the M700. You do, as I said, lose a little bit of useful load, and the payload generally in this aircraft, once you fill up the tanks, you're looking at a little over 400 pounds, 450, and which is about average for these planes. If you can get 400, 450 pounds, you're in good hands. But here's what's different with the M700. I mentioned earlier that this is a more economical engine with the Dash 52. So apparently, cruising at the same speed or power setting as the M600, this airplane will actually burn less fuel. So what you're getting, you will look forward to 50 gallons, okay, 50 gallons per hour of fuel burn going 300 knots. You know what other plane goes 300 knots? A TBM. But guess how much fuel you're burning in a TBM? I'll tell you as I step out here. Okay, in a TBM, you're going to be burning 60 gallons of fuel. So that is what sets this plane apart as compared to now the TBM. I think now you actually have a more competitive offering than you did in the last decade, and this is from Piper. So you now have a plane that will go 300 knots, that will fly you over 1,000 miles, okay, because the range in this thing is 1,852 nautical miles. That is a lot of flight time, right? But here's where all of it goes down, which is the price. A fully decked out M700 will run you about $4.2 million. Now the counterpart, a TBM 960 will run you about $5.2 million, which again, the TBMs have always been $1 million more, but you do get more practicality out of them. Guys, this M700 I actually think will sell better because you're at closer edge to the faster TBM, but not anymore. You're only going maybe 20 knots faster if you can get that, but you're paying $1 million less for the M700. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And also, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on. Again, my name is Mike. Guys, a great way to support the channel, become a paid or premium member on YouTube, Facebook, on Patreon. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will catch you on the next video.